Ciao da Giovanni, Videoradio Channel, ritorna con una bellissima intervista ad un altro incredibile ospite di fronte alle nostre telecamere e ai nostri microfoni. Siamo qui oggi alla presentazione di Mysterious Barricades, che è una mostra di 40 fotografie che portano la firma di Andy Summers, che molti di noi conoscono come il mitico chitarrista dei Police, ma che oggi è qui a Milano, in pieno centro, per questa bellissima mostra dove ci sono 40 scatti fatti proprio da lui. Welcome back to Italy, Andy.
Great to be here, as always.
As always.
Yes.
Well, you've been here many times as a musician with the Police, with your solo band, but I've seen from the images on the exhibition that there are a couple of pictures taken in Rome and in Naples, yes. And that means you came here also as a tourist. Is Italy a place that inspired you in a way?
Yeah. Italy is one of the very inspiring, if you're into, great food,
yeah.
Beautiful buildings, beautiful women, great culture, paintings, the history of art, history of Rome. Yeah, all these things are very inspiring. I'm going to go to Rome tomorrow because I just want to be there and take pictures and do some photography. Yeah, and I'm actually very pleased that this show opening here in Milano has got some pictures from Italy that are quite recent, actually, a few months ago. One from Rome and one from Naples. Yeah.
I've also seen many pictures from China and the East. Are you also inspired by the East?
Yeah, I go to China quite a lot, and of course, most people think going to Asia and the various Asian countries is exotic, and kind of inspiring. I really find it, travel to be inspiring for photography. That's where I really do it, because when I'm at home, I'm doing other things. And I have to work with the photography I've done. There's so much. Sometimes I travel just to photograph, but China has been very inspirational for me. I've been there a lot.
Okay, but how did it all started? Because for what I've read, it was something like to escape from the heyday, from those days in the Police.
Yeah, it was an escape. And I think we were in a very crazy and very pressured situation where we all had to sort of come together to do what we were doing as a band. And I think this was, a way for me to be on my own where I had all the control over something. So, I don't think I thought about it so much then, but I think it was a way of asserting kind of autonomy back in those days. But the thing is, I loved it. I loved it. It was great fun, and it still is. And obviously, I wasn't, being in the Police and being a guitarist thinking I should really be a photographer. But I could see that we had a great deal of time ahead of us in hotel rooms and all that. And somebody pointed out today that, this was sort of pre-internet, which is crucial, because if it had been the internet then, probably I wouldn't have picked up. We'd all be like, doing this, looking at the computer screen. But I got a camera and found that I had a very natural interest in photography, and I was obsessed with it. And, all these years later, it hasn't gone away. So it's run a very nice parallel to being a musician for me.
Yeah, so there's a connection between the music you wrote and the pictures you took in those years? Or was it mainly, how was it?
Well, I think at the time when I started, and I was just really getting into photography, and I looked at a lot of great photographers' work and all that, and I was in this crazy life with a band that was, very popular all over the world. So I photographed all the time, and I photographed the life I was leading, and I tried to abstract from that, and I tried to create other kinds of images. I was learning, but that was a long time ago. So the early photography reflects that life. Now I'm in a very, I think, different place with it, where I feel like I'm trying to, in a way, photograph the music that I make. It seems very natural to make the photography and the music reflect the same sensibility. They're very much parallel to one another. In other words, I wouldn't do a certain kind of, dark, introverted music and then make very bright, poppy photography, or the other way around. So, you know, as an artist, it seems very natural for me to kind of, that there's a blend between the two. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
So one last question. You just released Metal Dog, your new album, and on the cover, there's one of the pictures that's very interesting and very strange. Is there a secret?
It is a secret. No one knows how I did that picture. I don't think I'm going to tell. So it's not fakes. It's real.
It's real. It's real. So we're going to leave our viewers with this little secret.
The mystery photograph.
Yeah. It's a diver, anyway.
It's a diver, yeah.
It's a diver. Okay, we just leave it. We just leave it to the imagination of other people who will buy.
It's like a special question, you know, riddle.
All right, all right. Well, we're gonna leave it. Yeah. We're gonna leave them with this. Okay. With this, okay? Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm sure everybody will be very pleased to see all those beautiful images. And we're gonna wait here again for another exhibition or maybe another concert.
Yes, all is possible.
Ok, thank you very much. Okay. Ciao a tutti da Videoradio Channel, Giovanni Pollastri, Andy Summers, alla prossima. Grazie.